Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Gemini for the week of December 6th. Now Gemini, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Gemini, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone that is not me, that's someone impersonating me, please do keep that in mind. And I offer exclusive content on Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. Do not miss out on that content. So let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Gemini. If this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. All right, Gemini. Make sure everything's in view and we'll get right into it. The Lovers card did pop out at the beginning of this reading, which if you're unfamiliar, the Lovers card is the card of Gemini. So you in view here, Gemini, for sure. I think that looks just about good enough to me. So energy on the bottom, you have the Three of Swords right on cue here. So this is a card of potentially heartbreak, divorce, separation, breakup, maybe something that's causing you anxiety or something along those lines. Three of Swords, can indicate anything that breaks your heart, though. It doesn't have to be a breakup. It doesn't have to be relationship related. It can say that potentially you've gone through job changes, you've gone through changes with your friend group or your social circle, maybe people who you thought were friends, something happened, family issues, something like that. Anything that's like of the emotional areas of your life that maybe you may be dealing with. I do love to see this, though. You do have some major healing here in the future, Gemini. With the Temperance card, if I get the Three of Swords with the Four of Swords, it's always a good sign, but to get it with the Temperance card as well is another one of those good signs, indicating that you will work through this situation. You will heal the heartbreak here, for sure. So let's see what else we have here in this reading. You have a nice reading, pretty big themes here, and I'll get into why. Yeah, pretty big themes. So right away in the middle, you have this Death card. This middle card informs the rest of the cards. It kind of spills into the rest. And this is a big one, the Death card, all right? One of the most misunderstood cards in the tarot. This is Scorpio energy, all right? Scorpio is the sign of transformation, and the Death card truly talks about making a major transformation in your life, embracing the change. It's like the perfect medicine for the card that comes before it, which is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man needs to let go. The Death card offers the Hanged Man an opportunity to embrace change, and that is exactly, Gemini, what you are bringing in here. All right, so get ready for changes, get ready for transformations. I always like to say, this is never death or dying. It's really misunderstood. The Death card is actually positive because it's making way for a new you. I also want to say, when I get the Temperance card in a reading with the Death card, especially diagonal, which I'll go into in a minute, this combination is always like a nice energy of turning a situation around. Because while the Death card's positive, change can be scary. Okay, change is often scary, especially if it's a good change. And the Temperance card offers reprieve from that, as it's the next card, 13 into 14. Diagonals here in this spread are directions you're headed. This diagonal is all major arcanas. It's a pretty big energy here. In fact, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. So big themes for you, Gemini. Now in the past, you have the Judgment card, the Moon, and the Five of Cups. So the Judgment card here is a card of self-evaluation. All right, this is you asking yourself what you need to do to get yourself to the next step, which is the world. The world is the completion of a cycle, and the Judgment card represents you being almost there. With this energy, you may go through some type of revelation or awakening, maybe even a spiritual awakening. This is one of the big spiritual awakening cards, if I were to choose one in the tarot. This is a big one, because when we go through like radical self-assessment and realizations, those are big spiritual themes. Those are big topics. A lot of things come out and come to the surface. That's what the Judgment card provides. You have the Moon as well. You may realize that something's not exactly working out like you thought it would. or something's just not right here with this energy. This is also potentially diving deep, listening to your intuition, listening to your body, listening to your soul. As you see the crab here, the crayfish, indicates you going down to the deep parts of yourself, uncovering the hidden meanings of something here. The moon can also represent like maybe an emotionally charged situation getting out of hand. And I do feel like this was maybe relating to words that were had between you and another, as you have this 3 of Swords on the bottom. You have the 5 of Cups here as well. Definitely some sort of disappointment that you're looking to heal beyond and heal through and work past and go beyond here. You know, this person is looking at the 3 cups here on the grass, and they're not realizing that, yeah, these are spilled, these are broken, these are empty, but there are 2 more behind them, overflowing, upright, ready to go. And so look on the bright side at this moment, Gemini, as you do this self-evaluation, as you have this period of awakening potentially. Realize that people that are not in alignment with you and not in alignment with your path naturally fade away. And as they do, it opens up opportunities for healthy people to arrive. So in the current situation, you have the 9 of Pentacles, the Death card, and the 2 of Wands. So this 2 of Wands here is talking about a choice between 2 wands, a choice between 2 paths. You know, I'm going to use this Confucius quote: roads were made for journeys, not destinations. So embrace the journey at this time, Gemini. What's most important here is that you pick a path. As long as the path is in alignment and feels right for you, ultimately you will get there. And when you do pick that path, it's important that you realize that this is a journey that you are on here. And for many of you, there's some sort of healing journey, I feel, going on here. Very deep theme here happening with the Judgment, the Death card, and the Temperance. This is rebirth energy. This is rebirths. A lot of Geminis right now are going through rebirths. So you have the 9 of Pentacles as well. Financial independence on your mind, money on your mind, abundance on your mind here. And that's certainly not a bad thing. This is independent solo energy. You can see that this person here has planted a seed or a bush a long time ago. And the Pentacles are now finally not only ready, but in other interpretations of the card, these flowers are fruit. The fruit is providing you with sustainability. And so the investments you've made, the work that you've done, maybe in a business or something like that, that you've built over this last year, not only fulfilling you, allowing you to get everything you need, but also sustaining you, right? And I definitely like to see that energy. So some of you are single, consciously single. If you're in a relationship and it's going well, I would just say that message is not for you. But if you're consciously single, I do really like the moves here that I see. I feel like some of you are doing this in a healthy, good way. So in the future, you have the Knight of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Temperance card. So this Knight of Swords here is a call to action. It's taking action on something, moving forward with success, seizing the day, seizing the opportunity, but not being impulsive, okay? And this may not be the time to rock the boat. When I say that, I mean there could be a situation that's been emotionally charged. And when you get into these emotionally charged situations, it's very easy to say something that we don't necessarily mean to say, but we say it anyway, and now the damage is done type of deal. And I hope that makes sense. But some of you may want to seize the opportunity, seize the good opportunities, all right? And filter out the ones that you don't need to spend your time on. You have the King of Wands, definitely major talent here. This is somebody who's the entrepreneur in the tarot. They are successful, they are talented, they are skilled, one of my high skill cards. They do everything in their life with an element of passion. They are the most passionate person in the room. And you have this Temperance card as well. As I talked about, major turnaround from the change here of the Death card. Going through this major period of evaluation here with this diagonal with the Judgment, the Death card, and the Temperance, leading you to go to new places. There's also Sagittarius or fire energy here with the King of Wands and the Temperance card. So let's go ahead and start to clarify. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, maybe share this video with a friend. Really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. So let's see what we have here for you, Gemini. I do feel like this card wants to come forward as well, and you have the Lord Ganesh card. Infinite abundance, obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. So definitely love to see that. That's the best card of abundance in this Oracle deck. Another nice one here, you have Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy. Move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. Don't let someone else's negative toxic energy get in the way here. You have Charity, Prayer and Contemplation, Connect with Heaven, Ask and you shall receive. And you have Gaia, Earth Connection. Be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth, stay grounded. Okay, grounding needed to be had here. There is an emotional situation, probably from the past, but I do feel like maybe there's some grounding that needs to be made. So let's see here. You have ask for help from others. Okay, so reaching out when you need to reach out for help. What else do we have here? Not the right time. And you have get more information a year from now. So a lot of people get stressed about this year from now card. It doesn't mean that this is going to take a year to play out. And it doesn't mean that nothing's going to happen between now and the next year, because timelines change. We're looking at one timeline now, but you have free will over the tarot. And so the choices you make change the timeline for you. And so a year from now, who knows what will happen a year from now? But you can plant seeds that grow over the next year. And on top of that, I do like to say that that year from now card can also indicate something that happened a year ago for some of you, okay? And I feel like it's this moon energy here. So let's see what else we have going on. The emotionally charged situation. So you have the Seven of Wands, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Yeah, hidden knowledge here coming to the surface. The High Priestess, really simply the most intuitive card in the tarot as far as I'm concerned. This person is sitting in the front of at the front or the entrance of a spiritual temple. They're holding a scroll. The scroll can either be an anagram for the tarot or the Torah, meaning that this is a spiritual card. This is an intuitive card. This can also represent somebody who's ready to show you the way, be a way shower in some capacity. You may have been it's also moon energy, as you see the moon down here. I always like to say it could also be a Pisces. And, with this Five of Cups here, that could have been the energy. There was something about this moon, highly emotionally charged situation that's maybe still lingering and maybe still leading you to feel disappointed in some ways. So you have the Seven of Pentacles as well. Long-term investments paying off. This person here has it's very similar to this Nine of Pentacles. You see the pentacles on the bush growing. Again, this person has planted the seeds a long time ago, and they're now looking at the harvest that they have available, and they're asking themselves, do I want to make a directional change? Is what I'm doing exhausting me? Is what I'm doing really what I want to be doing going forward? And you have the Seven of Wands as well, competition, standing your ground, doing what you know is right for you, doing what you believe to be true. And 7-7 energy, I'm just going to extend that out. I don't think I see another 7 here, but 777 is an extremely spiritual number, and you have it with this extremely spiritual intuitive card with the High Priestess. Some of you like doing something here, going through revelations in your life, spiritual awakenings maybe. You have this Four of Swords, this King of Swords, and the Star. Aquarius energy with the Star. Air energy here. Not only Aquarius, but the two Swords cards here. Dealing with an air sign. You're an air sign, Gemini. But more so than that, that's broad. More so than that, the Star here represents another card of hope and optimism for the future. This genie is standing in a healing pool, a pool of healing water, of renewal, right? And so this is another great card indicating healing, as you have it next to the Temperance card. And what did I say at the beginning of this? I believe I said this at the beginning. You had this Four of Swords as well, healing from heartbreak. Do you see the three swords here on the banner above this person? The Three of Swords on the Three of Swords card. You are truly getting over this. It's not the best way to put it, but you're truly healing through this situation. And I feel like with the King of Swords and the Death card, you're ready to cut through the nonsense. You're ready to go for it. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra. You have the Nine of Wands, you have the Six of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. Changes, 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 changes. I feel like you are aware of all the different options here. You know, this Two of Pentacles person is juggling or weighing options, weighing decisions, can indicate money changes. But with the Seven of Cups, I feel like there's maybe even an overwhelmed feeling about the different directions that you can go now that you've moved past this situation with this person. I also believe that with that King of Wands energy, which again, it doesn't matter what your gender is, you can take on the energy of any of these cards. These are masculine and feminine energies. With that King of Wands energy coming in, I also feel like you do have multiple choices here. I do feel like if you are somebody who's looking to make career moves, you dust off that resume, people will hire you, okay? Because you have the talent of the King of Wands here at your disposal with multiple options. Nine of Wands as well with the Knight of Swords. You know, this Nine of Wands telling you to keep going, telling you to have courage. You're almost at the finish line, not to give up. When you get the Nine of Wands in a reading, the worst thing you could do is give up at this time. And you have the Temperance card once again coming in. This is major healing energy, okay? Very rarely do we get double Temperance with the Four of Swords, with the Star. All cards indicating huge amounts of healing coming into your life. So you have a really nice reading here. I feel like you're working through heartbreak, you're working through an emotional situation of the past, and you're moving forward. Let's see what else we have. Let's pull some additional cards to see what else wants to come forward. Okay, so you have Toil and Labor, you have Wealthy Man, High Honor, Distant Horizons, Judication, and Sudden Wealth. So, this energy here of you, good times ahead with Distant Horizons, always like the energy of that card. It says that the author does say 3 to 6 months in the future, but this was in the past, so it could be coming in, could be at the beginning of next year, who knows. There's something good arriving for you with the Distant Horizons. It's clear sailing ahead. The shores are opening up for you here. You have this Toil and Labor as well. I feel like with Toil and Labor and the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, that's like major hard work, like almost exhaustion energy, especially with the Seven of Cups. By the way, there's that 777 energy. And wow, look at this. You can't even make this up. 777 here on the Sudden Wealth card. So yeah, I love the energy here. You're going to really maybe want to look up that angel number or the numerology of 777, different things, but you can look up both of those. Wealthy Man, Judication, High Honor. You can take on the energy of any of these cards. Wealthy Man, somebody who's good at investing, good at trading, making wise choices with money. High Honor here. Like I said, if you're one of those people that's ready to dust off that resume and put in some new job applications, looks pretty good for that. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com. I'll see you in the next one.